Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlepeople. Welcome. This is week number 1 of the LPL Amateur League. We're coming up to the tail end now and about to roll over to week 2, which I believe is on Tuesday, but that's specifics. We don't care too much about that. But anyway, thank you for tuning in tonight. We have in the Amateur League Rambunctious Bears versus... Oh no, I'm reading it. I'm sorry, Stormbats eSports. I've been reading too many names tonight, and you'll see why I have been very shortly. So, this is week number 1. These are some of the first games these teams have played. Stormbats, they are a fairly new team to the scene. They seem to have formed around in July this year. So, they've got a couple of games under their belts. They've probably been playing a few elsewhere, scrims, getting used to each other and playing together. But that doesn't mean this team doesn't have experience. So, Alanoid, actually, Alanoid doesn't look like he's playing tonight. Oh wait, yes he does. Sorry, I got that wrong. Alanoid, he's only just joined the Bears, and this will be his first match tonight with the team to see how well they can go there. He was previously on Collateral eSports, and then before that he was on Voltage. So he's been around the scene since about February this year. Then you've got Oki, or Okke. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to say it how I will. You can rage at me after, or anyone in chat, you can correct me. I've been fooled before. I've had people pronounce names 10 times and been wrong. Anyway, completely off topic. Oki has been also on Collateral eSports and has been in the LPL registered scene since May 2021 as well. Then we've got Pabs. Pabs has played for Outlaws and Dire eSports. He's also played a match with Kingsman back in June 2020. So he's been in the scene for a long time. He's been playing around. It looks like he had a bit of a break for a while, at least from competitive. Continue to play probably pubs, and then now he's back in the scene and ready to keep on fighting. Then you have Teza, Boop, and Tatsumi. These have only been playing for Stormbats, so they're fairly new to the game. They've only got 2 registered games underneath their belts. This will be their 3rd one tonight, so they're coming into the scene fairly fresh, new. They're greenies. And speaking of greenies, however, they are sitting 2nd on the Amateur League. They've got 1 win underneath their belt, and that was against Miracle. That happened a couple nights ago. They're 13-3 for Haven. Now, let's have a little look over at Rambunctious Bears. Rambunctious Bears made their impact on the scene around June this year, so also another fairly new team on the block. Both these teams are going to be put up against each other with not a lot of registered games. I keep saying registered because I don't have any information outside of the LPL leagues unless they've played in Valorant Oceanic Tour that I can get some more stats. Outside of that, well, yeah, I can't get too much more than that, sorry. So these are where I'm getting all my stats from. If you have other stats elsewhere, I probably haven't been able to find them, so I apologize. Anyway, for Rambunctious Bears, they are also 1-0 in the tournament. They're tied for 2nd at 1432 ELO, so whichever team here wins tonight will be skyrocketing up to that 1st place and be sitting comfortably ahead of the competition, which there are 35 teams currently in the Amateur League bracket. So, Ancestor has had 1 game with the team. Elec, 3 matches, Water, 3 matches, and X-Veals, also 3 matches. And these have only been Rambunctious Bears. So these players are kind of stepping in, putting their toe into the deep end here in the LPL League, jumping straight on in and going against to see what they've got against other players in the Oceanic region. Whereas Lynx Val, he's had 3 matches, actually. Let me take that back. He's had multiple matches because he's played under another LPL username, Lynx2. Thank you very much. That took a little bit of digging to find you out there. And he's been with Rambunctious Bears since the beginning. He's also been around the scene for a little bit longer. It looks like players are getting ready, so I'm just going to ready up and let them know. Oh, they didn't even ask me. Coaches, if you are watching this afterwards, we need a stern talk. So, he's been around the scene for a while. He originally played on Regiment Gaming, which trails all the way back to September 2020. So, there's a lot of experience on Lynx. Val, see how well he can help pull the rest of his team up and get them going and pull them over the line. So, with that said, that all done, let's go into the game. We are going to Haven. I am also testing another feature tonight. Will it work? I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me. I've had mic issues before and I've gone through my spiel and it hasn't worked. So please hit me up in chat if there's sounds a little bit off or anything, because something might be going wrong. So let's get on over to our game. Now let me just enable my feature. Okay, let's see how this goes. We are on Haven, which is my third favorite map of the game. The newer the map, the more fun I have with it and the more chaos we can bring. So let's start deconstructing our teams. So far, both teams are opting to pick up that Omen and the Jet. And that's where the similarities almost end, as the Sova's also been selected from both teams. So they're going to be looking at your cookie cutter builds, your Jet, your Omen, and your Sova. These three are your your top 3 picks of, I was going to say OCE, but of pretty much every scene. Jet offers you so much capability to trade and get on out. Sova, beautiful recon capabilities and able to follow those drain-ins to hopefully open up that site when you get on in there. And then Omen being able to smoke up and the paranoia offering that great little flash utility. So that's where the difference starts for both these teams. We're going to be seeing arrays being picked up as kind of your second initiator or second in on site, potentially even first, whereas on their opponents pick up that Sky. So Sky is starting to be seeing this resurgence, or has been for a while, where will be run as that second in on site. They can flash you in and get you on in there, and also offers you a lot of utility in finding where your opponents are, because that Trailblazer gets you so much info. So the capability for Rambunctious Bears, which I've got my overlay wrong, I'm going to fix up right after this round. Sorry about that, guys. Once again, they readied up before I was ready, so I couldn't get the overlays ready for you. So that will be fixed up next round, as Tatsumi makes his way slowly up along here, getting a little bit of knowledge. No one's coming down a peak, and this could give the capability for that Sky to rotate out if they want to, but they're going to hold it there as Rambunctious Bears are on offense. Once again, overlay is wrong. We'll be making their way up towards that B site. We got the nice little wall up, but Alanoid's going to be ready for it. The turret's going to be doing a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough as Alanoid goes down. It's going to force the bats to try and fly their way in there. Tatsumi is going to get a nice flash out, but it gets one. But there's just so many pistols there. Tatsumi's going to be able to come in from the rotation, pick up and clean that kill. And now they've got a 3 versus 4 rotation.
30 seconds left.
As now the spike goes down and they're prepared to weather the storm. What can the Storm Bats do as they start to make their way towards this point? We've got 2 down in hell. Walter doesn't have much HP available to him, and Elec gets killed with that utility out. He doesn't hide behind that corner, but Ancestor's able to trade that kill on the back lines, and now they're still trying to fight up. Tatsumi, he's all alone. He's got the Sheriff. He finds one. Can he find the second one? He cannot. Veals will secure the round, and we're going to quickly switch that overlay around for you. So once again, that is my fault. And I'm also blaming the blaming the players for not being ready for me. Just give me a moment here. We have Rambunctious Bears on the right side, and of course the overlay's sitting a little bit wrong. Once again, apologies. Just trying to get this all up for you at the moment. Team 2. Team name. Okay, we are good. Let's quickly get this over. Once again, coaches, if you're listening to this, tell your players to respect the caster. Give him some time. So Alanoid, he's going to be here once again. Will he get picked off again at the start? He does. Ancestor able to open the point up, but Tatsumi is here. Might catch him off guard. They might not suspect there's one already here. The smoke's going to go down, leaving it up to Boop, the only one with vision onto the site. And he can't find the kill. Gets it one dig, but it's not going to be enough when you have that armor. And now Ancestor picks up a second one. He's just cleaning up the side channel here. Tez is all alone to see what he can do right now. So I'm gonna hope to be able to find at least one kill. He's gonna flash, but as he flashes himself, he will fall down. He sees the light, and that's where it ends. Oh, the Rambunctious Bears. Their name's still off screen. Oh. Let me, once again, continue to fix that up. Rambunctious Bears. Okay, that S is mostly on screen. Apologies about that, guys. So, now we come into the first buy round. Stormbats will need to make sure that they can hold off the charge of Rambunctious Bears. They need to be able to utilize their weaponry correctly here and hopefully not lose too much here. And, well, looks like Boop's going to reposition himself up to heaven as Rambunctious Bear says, we're going to take A side again. We've had success here. We're going to make sure second time's the charm as well.
Found them.
Lumbut's triggered, so they're going to get some knowledge here. Illinois going to be able to shock that down. He shocked in default to try and stop them from being able to take it. He almost gets killed with his utility out. He's forced off the line. Great Nano Swarm there, forcing that plant to stop, doing a little bit of damage. That's going to continue to go down. It only delayed just a little bit long enough as Tatsumi's trying to come in from the end. And he's going to be going up against Veals, who's going to make sure that no one on the lurk here can secure it, and he gets the kill. He catches Tatsumi off. Tatsumi thought it was free and open, but it was not the case. As Boop, he's now going to try and make a play here as he jumps down from heaven. He takes one. He's got the support from the side. He runs out of ammo. Elec able to keep it alive a little bit longer. He looks away, and that will be his death. As now Lynx will fall, leaving Veals all the way up. And last one, the shock dart comes down. It lands. It does some damage. They got the first tick though. Second shock dart is down, and now Veals, he gets the double. The shock dart just clips it enough to kill. And now let's quickly see if this works. Oh, it works momentarily, and there we go. We see him go down and gets the clutch. So, I'm glad that replay kind of works now. I've been experimenting with that. It's very hard to do all of this stuff by myself, so I'm glad that works. So, we move into round 4, and the Stormbats, they lost it all. Rambunctious Bears, not only did they get the kills, they had one remaining survivor, able to pick up a weapon, and now they're moving into their buy round, leaving Stormbats severely undergeared, underpowered, and soon to be without a round win here, as Ancestor goes long and takes himself a freebie of Tatsumi. Oh no, it's got a Sheriff. What can he pull here? He makes a lot of noise. He's been spotted out there, as you can see with that trail. Now peek around the corner and Lynx will secure that. Boop being hit by every utility in the book. Paranoia, shock, dodge, trap right into a dark cover, and gets killed from the spray. As we move into round 5 now. Stormbats having a hard time to break through Rambunctious Bears' offense. They're just continually coming at them, smacking them all over the place, left, right, and center on this map. Okay, not really left. They haven't touched the C site. And I don't blame them. I'm not a fan of the C site. C site's very hard to get on unless you really coordinate your utility correctly. Tatsumi's going to be running that operator this time. He's going to be having a little bit of a peek, and he might find himself one. He shoots it, and now Rambunctious Bears knows there's an operator on the field. And this is where it gets a little bit scary. How do Rambunctious Bears want to play against this operator? Ooh, the little peek comes out. They're just playing with Tatsumi at the moment. Tatsumi, he wants to find something. But it's so hard. Going to be holding that angle. Anyone who walks past that sight will get himself killed. Illinois gets a bit of knowledge that something's going down on Silver, that some have crossed. Tatsumi's going to be playing this little bit of tight angle. He knows Sova's down here. He's going to have to retreat. He almost gets killed. Almost got punished then. As Illinois still keeping an eye down on the Silvers. He sees one, but can Ancestor be able to find the kill? Tatsumi has to get out. He's being held in such a short location with the operator. It's not where you want to go, because you can get traded real quick if things don't go your way. And this time, Rambunctious Bears, they've made enough noise and they've decided we're going to rotate. We're not going to continue to play with that operator. We're going to mid. Lynx is making himself some room and making knowledge for his team. And there's a lot of sound being made here in mid. The wall goes up. Tezza is all alone. Gets the beautiful kill and Ancestor shut that down. But Lynx is still up high. But he can't capitalize on that high ground. Tezza gets the 3. He's going to be looking for more. Alec, will he be the next one coming on down? He turns around. Alec gets a second one. He's still holding on strong. Tezza's going to throw out that trailblazer. And he's going to get shut down. Sova pops around the corner. L9 finds that kill, leaving. No one left alive. And Stormbats able to secure their first round. Much needed round win there. They only lost 2, which still gives them plenty of funds to play with in the next round. Round 6 coming your way. They're going to throw that operator back over to Tatsumi. He's going to be looking at possibly that A side again, or they're going to rotate him B. No, they're going to keep him at A. They feel like that's the best advantage they have. And we're going to see Rambunctious Bears. They decided that they might have a little bit of a peek down at C side. And this is where we'll be seeing Boop hold the position with Tezza. Boop's got that lockdown capability ready. Actually, a lot of ultimates are currently available on both teams. The daggers have been used by Ancestor. He didn't even go for a buy this round. He's going to be saving up his funds. He's happy and believes in the power of the Bladestorm. And Boop does have the bot and a Nano Swarm ready on that ground. He's going to alarm bot over in garage. If anything does happen, Ancestor goes up, and Ancestor shows us what his ancestors have given him, and that's true skill with those daggers as he slices and dices and makes his way back on to the seaside as the plant goes down. Just going to pull out that Trailblazer and starts having a look around. He sees the wall blocking off the seaside and knows, okay, no one's around here, no one's coming up from behind us. Illinois goes down from the paint shells, nowhere left to go, not too sure what he was doing in garage. With that wall currently in the way, Tatsumi able to find one, clearing a little bit of that site open. He's going to be pushed in onto site with Oki. Oki's going to go up, he finds the kill, gets rid of that, dodges the paranoia, but he's going to get taken out by Water. Water finds one. And Water gets turned around and leaks. He's up on high ground, he goes down. Tatsumi, he's going for it. Veals, once again, he's on the hold. Shot dart, one goes through, he gets the shots, and that's the end of Tatsumi. If Veals is left alive, he will hold on to the spike plate. He is your man, and he will capitalize each and every time. So round 7 coming at us quick. We are, I think, not even 10 minutes into this match, and we're already at round 7. Some short, quick, fast rounds. We've only really had one that was delayed a little bit longer as Rambunctious Bears took their time on the B side, and that's when they actually lost the round. It's this quick tempo that Rambunctious Bears have been playing that's been able to find them kill after kill. Tezza gets a shot, but Alec, absolutely phenomenal, returns us back around with the beautiful 2-shot there to the face. Now Stormbats, they're going to be holding the speed choke point. They're all swarming, ready to come at them. Okay, ooh, he gets spotted out. This is going to be the death. You cannot get away from that. Once you've been spotted out in that location, you are going down. And it leaves Tatsumi all alone with a frenzy. And he's out a very long range here. This is not going to secure him anything. Who will find the kills? It will be Ancestor. He did get a little bit of a dink. So that, unfortunately... Oh wait, no, it didn't even look like he got a dink. He's still got 50 armor. I take that back. And just look at those funds. Ancestor has got 7,500. The operator continually finding a way into his hand. And there's just only been one death on Veals. That's... After 8... Coming up to the 8th round, one death. Veals just doesn't die. Whew. Would hate to be the opposing team, the Stormbats, when you see Veal come into your sights, because you know he's going to be one very tough customer to serve. Water's going to be making his way. Battle Sage up in the front lines. He's got Resurrection here, so he might need to be a little bit cautious. You generally don't want your Initiator to be a Sage if you've got the Resurrection online. The paint shells are going to come on out. Forces Boop off that line a little bit longer. The wall goes up. Boop's going to be on the correct side to challenge this. He peeks around the corner. Not great. Nano Swarm. He gets one. But the Boombot causing too many issues. And as he fights it, Water gets that kill. Alnoid gets a nice Shock Dart 1. Shock Dart 2 is just going to force him off the line. Now Ancestor here. Just going to be holding. He gets the shot, but he's not going to land it. Little Recon comes out, but it's instantly destroyed. It looks like they're now just going to try and decide to back off. Alex still creating a lot of noise. He's got the spike here. Is he going to hide? No, he's going to from the shadows to a new site. This could be great if Oki stays around here as the rotation's coming over A side. So it looks like they might be looking at A side take. And there we go. The relocation. Oki's already up here. 30 seconds left. He's going to hear the spike go down. The call goes out to his teammates. The Hunter's Fury comes on out. It's just going to hold the spike blade a little bit longer. He's not going to find himself a kill, but it's enough to make them think twice.
Spike planted. Here.
Tatsumi gonna be holding. He's waiting. The rest of his teams are coming into location. He's healing up his allies here.
Revealing area.
I never press the right button when I want to see where that arrow goes. Ansys is going to be holding. He's firing through the smoke. Alec jumps on through the smoke, but he's all alone. He gets one though. Can't find a second one. Tatsumi, very aggressive operator push, is able to get it. Ancestor gets a nice little frenzy, finds one and retreats. The spike defuse was a fake. It goes again. He runs on through with the frenzy. Ancestor flings on around. He missed the operator, leaving it up to Tatsumi and feels. And feels. You know what this is like, Twitch? We've seen this before. If you're up against Veals, he's going to deal with you each and every time. And Tatsumi comes out aggressive, finds the kill, but that's, in the end, you lose the round. And that's what Rambunctious Bears wants. And unfortunately for Veals, that's stat number 2 in the death column for him. But he got the round. So round 9. Stormbat's funds are still not too well. The storm has been weathered so far by the Rambunctious Bears. They've found themselves a nice cave and they've made their way home. The storm not being able to do too much to really disrupt the Bears. Might even go into a hibernation shortly with how well they're going. Alanoid's going deep. He sees Veals going one. Tatsumi's going to be able to find a kill down at long. Alanoid can't find the shots. He has to reload, but his teammates there to protect him. Oki doing wonders to be able to get at least a single kill there, and they've retrieved, well, at least removed 2 weapons from their opponents at the moment. Oki gets paranoid up and takes a close angle, which is exactly what you want to do when you get that paranoia, because you can only take really close engagements or you retreat. Lynx has opened up the point, but Boop is still hiding down in sewers here. They did not check sewers. This leaves Boop all alone, but he's got a Bucky. It's not really the weapon you want to try and take these engagements from unless someone comes down to you in sewers. So he might be looking for an entry frag there as Veals finds himself another on the back. He's got 3 for the round. Veals is just ripping through Stormbats. He checks the corner. He finds himself Tatsumi. Tatsumi dashes away. He's going to be finding Lynx very shortly. And they're all coming from him in every direction. They go high. They go low. And they clean up the round. And just like that, Rambunctious Bears picks up another 4 streak. Stormbats, they've got a full loadout coming up and they need to start showcasing some ability to slow down Rambunctious Bears. The times that they looked best at winning these rounds was when the utility of Boop was able to delay them and cause havoc over that B site. They really haven't been able to capitalize too much on their utility to really throw Rambunctious Bears off their warpath. Tatsumi, he loves the short angle here. He's going to be peeking around the corner. They know that all 5 are there, and he says, well, nope, I am out of here. I do not want to deal with that. And he retreats, and that's a wise choice, as now Oki is already on the retreat. I don't know why Tez is still staying around here, because they saw the 5 spotted. Alanoid's going to be able to get 1. Tatsumi cannot get it, as luckily, Alanoid is holding on. Showstop's being used, but Ansys going to take it out, leaving Veals alone. But it's 3 versus 1. Veals cannot do it this time, though. Oki will. I'm in the wrong category. Oh no. What category did this launch at? Let me... What did I name this category? Don't tell me I'm still in a different category. I'm in Halo. Oh shit, I'm in Halo. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. And sorry I didn't see that earlier. Let's see, where... I can't even find where to change it right now.
Cover going out.
I will change that shortly. I can't believe I'm in Halo Infinite. And people are probably thinking, what the hell? Sorry about that, team.
You will not kill my
Ted's gonna be
allies.
holding on 1. Can't find the second though. This is looking promising for Stormbats. Resurrection has been used. Now Tessa is on the hunt. He's going to be missing it. Oki's gonna be holding over at B side. You don't really want to come into his crosshairs because he's kind of starting to pick up a little bit of pace. Tessa, it's going to be all on you. First time he's going to have to do with such huge engagement. All the Seekers go ahead out towards the doors, but they get completely shut down. Does Tessa get that knowledge that there was multiple gunshots there? He should hear at least 2 gunfires and the owl, and unfortunately, the Hawk not going to go exactly where you want it. Leaving Boot to have to deal with an unflashed team. Tezza though, coming up from behind, is able to kill one. Ancestor gets one, he gets a second one. Tezza though, it's not going to be finding anymore in his crosshair. It's going to be working with Alnoid here. Alnoid misses the first few kills, leaving Tezza to try and get the kill with the water. He doesn't get it, but he does get Ancestor shutting down the absolute pain that Ancestor's been doing the entire match. Tezza's on a 3 kill streak here. Can Tezza and Alnoid secure this round? Can they pick up the third as Alnoid makes his way? Ever so slow up to the point he gets one. Tezza goes down. This is looking a little bit scary for Alnoid. Alnoid peeks, he doesn't get it. Lynx, however, secures the next round. Okay, now back to trying to change my stream title. I'm so sorry, guys. Valorant. We are not in... There we go. That's updated. Thank you to those that said so in chat. I'm sorry I didn't see it earlier, but we are now in Valorant. Anyone here for Halo Infinite? I apologize. I hope you enjoyed the beta though. It was a very fun game, and I really look forward to the next fight. Hopefully we get a little bit harder bots though. Those bots were a little bit iffy. Anyway, back into the game. Stormbats have themselves 4 ultimates here on the final round of this half. They've got a lockdown. How will the lockdown be utilized here? It looks like it's going to be utilized as Boop retreats off of the C point. He doesn't feel confident playing up there. He's just going to wait for his allies, especially with that lockdown. And he hears all the utility used. He knows the spike's down. He's heard the wall. He's got the lockdown. And Lynx, are they just going to completely void the side? Or are they going to try and kill it? They don't have anything available. And Tatsumi finds the kill. He's got a few more to work through. He's got the support of Alnoid here. Tatsumi, he misses all the shots. All Water had to do was duck. But can Tatsumi find more? Can he redeem himself? He cannot. He goes down. The flashes go on out. Veals is ready. He gets the tag. But does he have anything to deal with it? No, he doesn't. Tezza goes in deep. Finds one, finds two. And then that will be the third round for Stormbats. My bad. Twitch chat.
Switching sides.
Okay, here we move into the second half. We'll see how well the Stormbats can show us on their offense. The defense was a little bit shaky as Rambunctious Bears just rolled all over them. He couldn't slow them down. But now, tides have turned. This is an offensive favored map. I think it sits about 53% of win rates go to the offensive side. So see how well can Stormbats continue the charge. They've started to pick up and gain a little bit of momentum at the end of that last half. Can they find something here to start this half off with a little bit of momentum to reel Rambunctious Bears back into an even playing field?
Shadows traveling.
Rambunctious Bears getting a little bit aggressive down here. Water was going up deep. Same for Lek, but they're not going to be able to find anything. But they do get a little bit of knowledge of their opponents. And OCE and Ancestor, they're coming in hard. They're coming in fast. They're coming in through the back line. Reals is going to give away, however, that they're there. And they just both fall down. It gave away that they were on the rotate. Lynx gets a kill with the paint shells. Again, against Alanoid. He always finds himself in a corner. And he always goes down. Poor Alanoid. We'll just look at his dead body together as everyone gets over to the A side. But now Water and Lynx are now starting to get themselves into a position. Does Lynx have the effect? Can he rub himself off onto all the opponents and pick up the round for his team? As Water goes in down short, he's going to be met with Tatsumi and Tessa. They'll be holding these angles. Lynx, he's still waiting. Water's going to peek around the corner. As he peeks, Tessa finally comes on out. Lynx gets a kill up at the top. He's going to paint shells the corner, and he knows one's down in that hell. Nice little flash coming out, but they haven't done anything with it. Water's going to be able to find himself one. He's got 34 hit points, but he doesn't have much time left to do. Tatsumi, though, he's got himself a Spectre, but he takes a shot. Oh, Water's still hanging on hard. He fakes the defuse. He's going to push Tatsumi out. Tatsumi's playing for time. He's just holding the line, playing ring around a Rosie, and eventually the spike goes down. They go for a knife fight, and Water takes the victory. The round does go with Stormbats. But most importantly, we saw a knife kill. I guess my replay there didn't catch it. That's unfortunate. So, this is what we spoke about. We needed to see Stormbats pick up the first round here. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum, and Rambunctious Bears are starting to get a little bit worried here. Are they just going to go for a standard eco round, or we might see a force spider try and ruin the Stormbats' economy? And it looks like they're just going to go standard round. They're not going to take their chance. They're going to play the risks. Because remember, this is for the first place position on the amateur ladder here in week number 1. Thanks. Who's playing with Boop there? Boop has got to be absolutely certain that he can take these engagements. At 68 HP against the Sheriff, you get hit by a body shot, you're gone, you're down, you're out. A little bit nerving that he's trying to do that. Veals has been pushed off the line. Will he run into the crosshairs of Tatsumi? We will not see it yet. Is he going to be trying to hold back a point as he gets that rotation to come in to support him? And actually he does. He runs into the sightlines of Tatsumi, and Tatsumi gets it. Boop still playing with 68 HP. He's going to be up against Lynx. Lynx does find the kill with the Chef. We mentioned it. He got a shot, but he actually got a headshot with that. Even better.
Cover going out.
Lynx and Alec are the last two alive. Lynx is thinking about going to this point. He's got no support. He's got 22 HP. As the prime for the taking as Tezza gets the first shot. He'll go searching for the second one as Alec is around the corner. He does, however, have a Spectre. Can he continue to do more damage against his opponents? They're all waiting here. They're ready. Alec throws out the paranoia. They know where his location is now, and they all step around together, and they will find that kill. So minimal losses there. They lost it on Tatsumi and Boop, but you still have some weapons in the rest of your team to go up against the full buy of Rambunctious Bears. In the first half, we saw Rambunctious Bears defend against Stormbats' full buy round. Can we see Stormbats here replicate the success that Rambunctious Bears had in that first half? And just for everyone watching this, Walnut Salad says he will donate his left kidney if Stormbats wins. So I'll happily take a kidney if Stormbats will win. I will donate to Stormbats because they would have deserved it. Recon Bolt comes on out. It's going to be checking long. They're not going to find anyone there as now they start to make their advance towards that A site. Illinois is going to be following up that Trailblazer. He gets in. Shock darts behind default court. He sees one, but he quickly turns away. It's going to be the death for him as Ancestor narrowly avoids the first flash, kills the second one, gets himself a third kill. Boop is the last one alive. He's got 5 to deal with. It's not going to be the case as Ancestor gets the 4th. Whoa, okay. That was a little weird. There we go. Ancestor doing wonderful work in that last round though. They have to clean up and secure themselves that 10th round, stopping the momentum of Stormbats momentarily. But now it's a buy round coming from Stormbats. They're on the offense. We've seen that they're starting to feel quite well. Now, how will Stormbats play? They've set up in a little bit of split position. They're trying to find picks, maybe find an opening or some little gap in their opponent's offense. And actually, speaking of gap, they're now 1 player down. Boop gets taken down by Lynx, watching a very tight line, and he moves on forward. Okay, he's going to be on the lurky. He's going to be waiting for the rest of the team. They do not have Spike over the A side, so even if they find the kills, they're not find the kill death. And then coming up from behind, Veals, which I could not switch to because I'm a scrub, finds himself the kill. I thought his number was 9. I pressed 6. Ugh. Apologies, chat. Now, Alanoid and Tatsumi, they're looking to go in. They hear the rotation coming on out. Whereas this is a fake rotation from Rambunctious Bears. They're playing with the sound cues of Stormbats, and then they're going to be coming up right behind. They know where the spike is, and they're just like, well, you're going to have to come to us if you want to deal with this. Tatsumi, Alanoid, and Tezza. It is, the ball is in your court. How are you going to do this? Are you going to play against this? And it looks like they're going to try it. Trailblazer, the Seekers have been used.
30 seconds left.
No Trailblazer available. Tatsumi and Tezza, they're trying to fight. They get the first kill through the wall. The slow comes on down. Nice little flash, but they didn't utilize it correctly. They're still waiting to get onto the point. Tezza wants to go around the corner, but the slow told them off. Ancestor and Lynx find the 2. and it was done and dusted. As soon as Rambunctious Bears found that spike, it was all over Stormbats. They had to come against Rambunctious Bears, and, well, they were more than happy to play around that spike. So, Charisma, in the Amateur League, we are in week number 1 here. There's been a few matches played. Rambunctious Bears and Stormbats have both won their first matches of the Amateur League. This is their second matches. There are 8 weeks of the Amateur League, so you'll see continually as teams start to win and lose, the cream de la crop will rise to the top as the rest will fall. So this will be an early first place in the tournament if they can get their second match win of the league.
Get out of my way!
Bill's going to find one. He's going to see the Elder and the Trailblazer, so they know all of the utilities being used down here at the C sites. And they're starting to rotate now. It's a lot more utilities going down, trying to slow that progression onto the C site. And it looks like Stormbats have said, look, we are done with this. We don't want to have to deal with this any longer. And they're going to start making their way out, leaving Tessa here for any rotations coming out of Rambunctious Bears. And we know how well Rambunctious Bears like to move around the map and find openings behind their opponents. Alanoid is here. He's going to be over potentially in the initial fight. Veals is waiting for it. No, actually, Alec gets it, and then Veals will get the next. We switch over to Alec. He's got one. He knows that there's multiple down here. All the daggers miss. That's not what you want, Tatsumi. You need to land those, my friend. And he quickly avoids the Nano Swarm, gets on out of there. They get a kill from behind, but they still got 4 people to find and 20 seconds to get a bomb plant. This is not going to be doable here. This was going to be another round loss for Stormbats. They just took too long.
10 seconds left.
They're trying to come around. They don't really need to do much here except slow down that bomb plant, a little bit of a spray. Hope is left and he will fall. And that's what happens when you do not utilize your time correctly.
Match
You get
point.
forced into an unfavorable position, you get rushed, and then your opponents, especially Rambunctious Bears who are capitalizing on every opening their opponents give them, will solidify your defeat. Can we see 8 rounds here from Stormbats? They started off well, but as soon as Rambunctious Bears got some weapons in their hands, Stormbats haven't been able to compete. And Veals, he's feeling confident, but not confident enough as he gets flashed. He'll get killed. The Sage is just dancing around in the back there. Water is trying to find the kill on Tezza. No one seemingly wanting to die, as Tezza's going to be seeing a very pushed up Ancestor. The flash comes on out. It doesn't look like it affected Ancestor much. We're able to quickly peek behind that wall, and he's going to continue to hold that angle. So they know no one's come down A. Water is going to be trying to get some knowledge down at B, with leaving Alec here to deal with the leftovers. As the Stormbats proceed to assault this site, coming up from behind, Alec actually didn't come up from behind, he just kills straight down long. My apologies. He gets hit by a paranoia, but he counter paranoias. And now as they come onto site, he's hiding in an unfavorable for their opponent's position. Water's going to get killed. That was a very long way of saying it. And Ancestor secure the match. He cannot. Stormbat, they hold on. But their economy, it's in shambles. They're going to be just able to pick up enough firepower into this round to keep on going. They got 3 ultimates available, all utility, the Seekers, Hunter's Fury, and from the Shadows. So if they can get a plant down, they can easily open the map up and hold off those choke points. However, on the opponent's side, you have 2 very aggressive ultimates with the utility from the Omen.
One down.
An Ancestor gets the collateral! Holy
I've got
damn!
your trail.
Can we see that again? Can we see that? I don't think... Are we going to catch it? I'm sorry. I want to watch that collateral again. Boom! Collateral! Now, back onto the actual match. The Lek is going to be relocating down to C short. It's going to catch out his opponent. One goes down simple as that. Tesla is not finding the shots. You need to find them earlier. And then he's down, and that's it for Rambunctious
Defenders
Bears. They will be taking this map. Stormbats will be falling down to the pressure of Rambunctious Bears. So congratulations to Rambunctious Bears. Here in the LPL Amateur League, week number 1, they will be moving to the first place on the ladder. Stormbats, they'll be taking their first loss of the season, and they will be, I would say, moved down to about the 15-16 marks, about midfield, as they have already picked up a game in underneath their belt. So, thank you all for tuning in. We do have another game coming up for you tonight. The match will be against Team Kickit versus 1620 Kings Academy. That will be coming up at 7:30, so about 24 minutes from now. So thank you for the teams for asking me to come along, able to grab that match. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting these teams. I try and bring you a lot of amateur league Valorant action, as well as the opens and sometimes the evolution. I also bring you the Valorant Oceanic Tour and the open qualifiers as well. Closed qualifiers all over the LPL _play stream. Which, speaking of which, make sure to follow them on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with a lot of the Oceanic Valorant action that happens in the scene. They do a constant leagues. They're currently running the Valorant Oceanic Tour, which is your gateway into the big leagues over in the NA and in the World Masters Tour if you can get that way. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. We do have more game coming up for you tonight. So stick around. We'll come back a bit later. Either way. Otherwise, there are plenty of other games that should be going in the Oceanic region. I believe Tatum's has got a game going on tonight. Mercury OCE also has a game going tonight. If I've missed anyone else, I do apologize. Do support the Oceanic region. Do support your fellow players and teams. And, well, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for tuning in. And also Potato Fries. I just noticed, Potato Fries, you are in chat. He's also got a match coming up for you tonight. I believe at 8 p.m? So, or was that tonight? I think that's tonight. Potato Fries, let's have a look. Yes, he's got a game coming up for you tonight at 8 p.m. So after my match of Team Kickit and 1620 Kings, we'll be going that direction. So, Potato Fries, get ready for a raid later on. Otherwise, we'll see you soon.